Alright, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Shelton, my name is Antonio Martinez, and I'm here today to talk to you about Title IX. Basically, give you a rundown of what it is, why it was created, and then my topic for the written analysis paper that I wrote discussing a sort of flaw, if you will, of Title IX. So basically, what Title IX is it's a law that was created to kind of create some sort of equality for men and women in college athletic sports. And I think it was a good law overall. Obviously, it wasn't men and women sports. They varied and they weren't like the same at the same level of importance. But with Title IX, I feel like it definitely brought in some balance and equality for the women for sure, because more women sporting programs were created. Uh, they got just as many rights as men. They have the sexual abuse clauses in there that don't excuse anybody from that, obviously. But today, what I wanted to focus on for that was, yes, it was made to create some sort of equality for women, but I feel like lately it's been favoring the women a little bit more than the men. And the only reason I say that is because obviously Title IX was created to create equality, but to create equality at what expense? With the creation of women's sporting clubs and sports teams, it has been proven that some schools that are tight on money obviously will take away funding and possibly lead to cutting some men's sports teams. And I have a direct quote here. Actually, it says the money going to women's sports usually comes from men's high school and college golf, volleyball, swimming, and soccer programs. And basically, self-explanatory. What it is when a female club or sports club is created, to create the club and to create startup money for it, it is the funding is taken away from men athletic programs that are already existing. And I don't find that fair, because funding from their programs could be, food for away games, it could be transportation, extra practice time, extra use in the weight room, all of that stuff. And don't get me wrong, I do think that women programs should be created and everything should be equal, but if it comes at the expense, of an entire men's sports team or a good chunk of their funding that makes them thrive in their sport, I don't think that's fair. I think if women or females would like to create a new sports team for their school, say it be, I don't know, swimming, soccer, whatever, I think Title IX should be entitled to, I don't know, provide some sort of startup funding to get them going. And over time the women's programs can create fundraisers. They can do car washes. However much money will wash your car, all the proceeds go straight to the funding for our athletic program. And I have one more quote. Actually, it says Title IX has forced cash-strapped schools to cut men's sports programs rather than add women's teams to in order to comply with the law. But basically, the point I'm trying to make is I'm all for the equality for men and women in college athletics, but I don't think it's fair if men's sports programs are cut completely just so a women's one can be created, or their funding money is taken away from them and given to the women's club. I think if the women's club would like to get created, they should receive some sort of money and funding from the Title IX people that created the law, just so they can get a startup going. And over time they can develop into a bigger sports program. And like I said, with fundraisers, the car wash, they can collect more money for the programs. Thanks.